It's always great when Mimo sends over some new watches for us to check out. And today we're checking out the srpc79. So there's the part number tag for you. This is from the Presage line, automatic with the 4R35 movement. But I think the coolest thing with this particular model is that dial in that, I guess it would be like a herringbone type pattern. There's more going on there than just the herringbone, but obviously you have the Roman applied polished indices, and then you have the Seiko applied up there just below the 12, and then even the Presage automatic looks like it's applied onto the dial. So I looked at it even closer than what I can video for you guys, and it is pretty wild how they get these, the lettering and the indices applied on a dial with a texture like this is pretty wild. So you get a simple cutout for the date wheel there, white wheel with black print. The white is a little, different shade than the dial. I'm not going to get too hung up on that though, because with the white dial with the pattern on there, it's going to catch light totally different. So even if it is a little bit different white, it's not a big deal to me. You have the blue colored hands. I'm fairly certain those are not thermally blued, because you can see how they kind of taper off and coloring off to the side. So they're coated or painted blue somehow, but they look great against that white dial. You have a sapphire crystal, has a very slight dome to it. You can see the finishing on the case looks great. Bracelet matches up nice. You have solid end links. Very nice bracelet with a butterfly clasp. I like the contrast in the finishing done on the bracelet. It plays really nice with the light. I did some close-up looking at this bracelet. The pins, I think if you can kind of see it there, I'm pretty sure you have a pin and collar system here on this guy. Yeah, you can definitely see it there. So be prepared for the pin and collar technique if you're going to size this guy. You have a nice signed crown. It is a non-screw down crown, so you'll be able to wind on that first position and then pull it out and set the date, and then the second position will be hack and set the time. So you do have a display case back here with some information on there, water resist. It's printed there that it is a top sapphire crystal, stainless steel construction, the movement 4R35, and then you have the anti-magnetism symbol there too. I'm not sure what level this is. Made in Japan, Seiko. You have the gold rotor. And of course you can see that guy just ticking away there for all the movement junkies. I guess I'll zoom in a bit. So obviously not decorated or anything like that, but at least you have the gold colored rotor, which is always fun to see. I think many of you guys are. I'm definitely, I like the display case backs. I think that's all part of being into the mechanical watches. Even though it's not, decorated or blued screws or anything like that, nothing crazy like that, it's still fun to see. So I think the main feature with this guy is definitely that dial. It's just such a cool pattern. So I did some measurements on it. I got 41.4 millimeter going across here. I didn't measure it with the crown, but 48.3 lug to lug. And I got about 11.5 millimeter thick. It might be a little bit thicker at the very center with the dome. You have a 20 mil lug width, and the bracelet does taper down to an 18 millimeter. So let me pop this on wrist for you. There won't be a loom shot at the end, because there is no loom. Not all watches need loom, right? I didn't size it because it's brand new and it's going back. Actually, this is going to go over to Bruce for review, but just like all Seikos, this bracelet is perfection, by the way. This bracelet is super, super comfortable. So as long as you can get a good fit, which it has different links here, I think you can dial in a fit on this, no problem. But you can tell the watch head in combo with this bracelet is just going to wear really nice. Not to mention, this would look killer on some straps. They even sell this one. It's a different part number, but they sell this one with a strap and no bracelet. But I always recommend getting it with the bracelet, especially if the bracelet's good. And this bracelet is definitely good. So I would definitely do that. Here it is next to a SARB, if you just want a little bit of a size comparison. So totally different look. I think way more classic looking, if you will, especially because of the Roman numerals and the white dial. Definitely has a totally different look to it. Both great watches though. So if you have, my wrist is 7 1/4 if you don't know, but and I can wear this easily. I could wear this. So if you're anywhere around that 7, 6 3/4, 7 and up, you're definitely going to be able to wear this guy. If you're looking for a really cool white patterned dress casual type watch, I think this would definitely fill that market for you. And of course, you do have the bracelet that lays flat on the back. I kind of geek out about that. It's almost a requirement for me these days. There's obviously exceptions, and you may see those in the future, but it's definitely a preference these days that the bracelet lays flat on the back. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Also, there is a discount code on this, I forgot to mention, but Mimo told me because these are actually, they're not limited production, but they're not a ton of them out there, so he cannot offer the full Rob 35 discount, but you still can use the Seiko 20. You're going to get 20% off on this guy. I think roughly that's going to bring the price down to just over $400. That's still a really fair price, and you got to remember Mimo's excellent customer service, quick shipping, and he's an authorized dealer for Seiko. So if you're looking at the Presage line, definitely use the Seiko 20 discount code. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.